Wednesday night is one I want to forget very quickly, but I'm afraid I cannot forget it quickly. It's interesting that one of the songs that I listened to this morning is a banter song from Benga Falayon titled Arsenal Jabo. And, you know, that song hits. I don't go lie. The song enter. I mean, rival fans are putting in so much effort trolling Arsenal fans. I hope that at some point uh, we will be able to do the same to them, you know. But right now, they have the right to do so. And that's why we love the game. Bantering is part of the sport. But having said that, let's get to the crux of the matter. I've tried to be reasonable. And I'm wondering, how long are we going to continue to suppress our emotions in the name of being proper fans, being fans that support their club through and through? How long are we going to continue to pretend that we do not feel a certain form of heaviness, despair, frustration, anger, disappointment? The question I woke up this morning with is, why am I still an Arsenal fan? Why am I still an Arsenal fan? I keep asking yourself, Tyrell, why are you still an Arsenal fan? At what point in time did it make sense to you that it's a good thing to be an Arsenal fan? And then I went back to 2002 when my uncle said, in this family, we all are Arsenal fans. You know, no questions asked. And because I loved my uncle so much, I still love him. I'm an Arsenal fan. And since then, I've been supporting Arsenal. I've never thought of supporting any other club. It has never crossed my mind to support another football club. Not even now. But the question persists. And last night, as I turned from one corner to the other of my bed, the question that keep popping up is, okay, so why are you still an Arsenal fan? And the answer is, why not? I mean, it's not easy to just switch clubs. I mean, you don't just switch clubs, regardless of what is happening. I know that, you know, it is hard to explain it. You just can't switch. I mean, how do you say that you used to be an Arsenal fan and now you're supporting another football club? I don't know what to make of that. So at this point, I'm still an Arsenal fan because I want to see where all of this support leads. Where does it all lead? All this emotional investment, the support, the deposit of time, the investment of time, energy, and all of that, supporting this club, being a part of this community, it has to mean, it has to count for something. And so I'm still an Arsenal fan because I want to see where it all ends. Where does it all lead to? That's it. But the more I sit down to think about it, about that performance last night, about how we went about the game, especially in the second half, the more I'm like, it would seem as though these players don't know what it means to win. They don't want to win. And it raises a big question mark about the mentality of these players. I believe that for a team that has been through title races in the last 3 seasons consecutively, this fourth season is the season where you expect them to have matured to a level that puts them in a strong position to win the title, and where mistakes cannot be associated with this team, where some, you know, senseless mistakes should not be associated with this team. But this season, we've seen lots of those mistakes. But this video is not about analyzing the game. It's about the emotional state at Arsenal right now, the situation of Arsenal right now, in the fan base, really. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter from fans who, in my opinion, pretend not to be affected or try to suppress their emotions about how they feel about Arsenal right now. You know, some have accused those who express their frustrations as fans that are not real or fake fans, if I may put it that way. So am I a fake fan because I'm not satisfied with this performance, or am I a fake fan when I am triggered, where I'm suffering from a trauma of years? Am I a fake fan? Does that make me a fake fan when I react naturally to my club repeating a certain pattern? Does that make me a fake fan? When I say that we should be winning the title, there is no excuse. Does that make me a fake fan? enough of this crap. Based on yesterday's performance, I am not satisfied. I'm not happy. And I have every right to feel that way. Come on, we've been through this dance over and over again. And at what point do we say that Arsenal fans have a right to feel how they feel? I don't care about what rival fans say about, us, chickening out all the time, us reacting all the time. We've got every right to react. You can't be in our shoes and then expect us not to, no other fan base has been in our shoes. Our history, the context is different. So allow us react how we want to react. What Mikel Arteta may know, but I don't believe he knows. I mean, is that he's going to lose the trust of the fans completely. Because what I saw at the Moulineux last night after that game, I saw the faces on the fans, dejected fans who have invested their energy, their resources in this club. They deserve more. I saw their faces; they were sad, they were pained, they were, you can see it, you can sense it. I mean, those fans right there who are privileged to watch Arsenal week in week out. I feel like they are the ones going through it the most. So please don't tell Arsenal fans that, you know, and this is a message to these Arsenal fans who keep telling others that, we should stick with the club. Yes, we're sticking with the club. If we're not sticking with the club, why are we still here? I mean, why are we still here if we have not stuck with the club? We are still here, right? What you should not do is police how we react. Is police how we choose to let out our emotions, how we choose to let out our frustrations. Please don't do that to us. Because we've been through a lot. I'm not sure there's any other fan base that is as traumatized as us now. There's no other fan base. We are traumatized. And it is evident. It is now left for these players to ensure that all these years of trauma come to an end by winning the title. And last night might have just taken the trauma levels to a new high, if you'll ask me. Alright, so that's all I want to say. I mean, do not police our emotions, do not tell us how to react. But I hope that the boys can bounce back and get to the finish line. But what their performance has done is it has deflated the confidence of a lot of Arsenal fans. For those who are beginning to believe that this is a new Arsenal under Arteta, this team have now matured and all of that, well, like, okay, maybe we are not it. Maybe we are just not it. And the fans have the right to believe that way. So it is now left for the boys, for Arteta to win the trust again. Trust is earned. So Arteta cannot sit at his presence and say that he wants the fans to get behind him. He's got to earn our trust again. He's got to earn the trust of this fan base again. Because if not, but the Emirates Stadium is going to be a grave. Quiet on match days now to the end of the season, and he doesn't want that. So at the performance level and not at this level, then do expect the support you get from the fans to be at this level. What you give is what you get. Enough said.